All right, before you accuse me of leaving you behind, let me catch you up on the interior. You know how I get. I do my very best to catch you up. There's the old side to that big old closet. I kept that. I'm done with it now, but I haven't got it out yet. It's raining. Let me show you what all I've been doing. This is the back shelf. Now, well, let me get a good shot of that. I'm glad you stopped by for this camera work. That is terrible. My goodness, I am so sorry. Let me put it up. Okay. All right, there. That's much better. There's the back shelf. That is the back shelf. Now, that front part is new. That's that Shasta detail. It wasn't really that bad because I had the template, so it wasn't that bad to cut out. I was able to save the original shelf. I have been doing something that I didn't think I was going to do on this trailer. I'm using more and more of the trailer. I told you about this one, but I didn't show you the shelf. 80% of this shelf, well, 70% of this shelf right here is original. I had to put in new braces, and that wood is new. That is not. And there's a couple of cross pieces in there that were original. Of course, that whole face is original. You remember we were working on that not too long ago. And these, I took special care on these kitchen cabinets. Look at them. I mean, everything still has some wood putty on them, so, you know, don't get hung up on that. I'm going to sand those down tomorrow morning and shellac the heck out of them. Amber shellac, everybody drink. There's the little vent. I even saved a vent on this thing. I know you guys think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but this camper just told me, hey, we need more parts of us, because we weren't able to save any of the walls. And the camper was just dying to keep it sold. So I'm doing it. Now, right here is going to be that front cabinet. I showed you that earlier, and you know, it kind of opens here and there, but it looks really good. That little Shasta detail all through here, and then those little notch outs right there where the little handle can't go past. Let me take you around here. Look at this. Is that this is the door entry. I saved it because there's a detail on that I've never done. Now, let's get back in here real quick. It's been a while since I showed you around. Now, of course, that's the door side dinette seat. And this is that front, used to be the drawer, but I kept the face of that. This goes between the, you can't hardly see it because that is on top of it. But that is the, not the door side. I just had a thought. This is the not the door side. See, should I pull that out and put some of this on it so that that would match that? I'm going to think about that. But anyway, this piece right here goes between the not the door side dinette seating and this big old kitchen. I put this here because that's the way it was in the factory. I've got to router it out. But look at how much of this original. A lot of this is original. You can tell what isn't, which this isn't. And obviously that isn't. But I found a bunch of this wood that I saved right in through here because this is face wood. We're not covering this up with, why am I putting, what's my hand? But we're not covering it up because from Shasta, they put the face behind it. So that's our opening for the AC. This is just going to be storage under here. I've got to build the kitchen counter. And this is so cool. I've got to get this finished up because I found the part that I lost. So this is going to be a counter instead of a cutting board. And so that will match what's going on the countertop, which will match that. which will match that on the other side. And maybe that, I don't know. I'm going to give it some thought. I'll give it some thought. Let's put this back in here. I'm kind of proud of that. So that's kind of where we are right now. I'm going to... oh, well, there goes the door on the outside. That's all right. I've got a few more things that I have to get done, but just some, parts and pieces. And I'll get that done. And then I'm going to go grab the amber shellac, and I'm just going to spend probably the next 3 or 4 hours in the morning hitting the amber shellac. Look at that. You're going to be able to see this because it's above the countertop. Look at that. Man alive, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Unfortunately, you won't see this. It's going to be covered up by that gigantic cabinet. That's all right. That's all right. The cabinet's going to be beautiful. All right, let me get out of here. It's early morning here at World Headquarters, but I promise you a video. You will get a video. Hey, did you remember to like, subscribe, leave a message? Ring the bell? Appreciate it. Anyway, bright and early here today, and I've got a lot of sanding to do. I gotta get that sanding cleaned up afterwards and then get to shellacking. A couple of things I did before I left last night. I make it sound like, no, it's right, my house is right there. But hey, anyway, you don't need to know my whole lifestyle, do you? Do you? No. Hey, anyway, remember this little shelf here? That little guy that goes under... Hey, we can, right there. Remember that? It tips out. I've got everything put together. It's still, I got to sand off the putty. But doesn't that look nice? Did you notice in here? I used a little sole of the camper. Just some of those little interior pieces that don't get rotted. You can use them. And this back piece, I used it. Give a little memory. A little muscle memory. But anyway, I got the hinges, where are they? Installed right here. And you can see where they go in there, just like that. And then they'll hinge out. So we're gonna get that shellacked up today as well. One other thing that I did, I salvaged the magazine rack with minimal damage. These are just, when you think of a Shasta, this is what you think of. And they're really pretty simple design. You know who makes a really good one of these? Chris Abbey. Guy that makes our rock guards. You remember him. He does a really good job on these. I'm glad I got this one. I don't have to buy one. But one thing I did this time, I made a template. I know, template. I made a template. And this is what the back part would, like that. Like that. That's what that would look like. Except this would be made out of 3/4. There'd be one here. Hey, there we go. One would be there. And then there'd be one going down the middle right here. Just probably a 1.5 inch by 3/4. Good go. I've got a super secret project that I'm working on. Normally, I would want the level of craftsmanship that Chris Abbey would make. But I've got a super secret project I can't tell you about yet. But I can make one for this project, and it's going to be great. So anyway, I'm going to get to sanding and shellacking. Let me see if I can't double or triple time this for you. And you can just watch as little or as much as you want. And then we'll see what we look like at the end of the day.